You are listening to the Car Pro Insider Podcast, episode number 37, where in this episode, we're going to talk about apps and should today's car salesperson have their own app? Let's hop into it. Hey, what's up? I'm Robert Wiseman, and I have helped car sales professionals from around the world sell more cars by building their personal brands, attracting high-quality car buyers, and becoming the go-to car guy or gal in their marketplace. So what does it take to become the car sales professional that people are lining up to do business with? This is the Car Pro Insider. Hey, yo, what is going on? What's up, Car Pro? Listen, I am so glad and flattered that you took the time, hit that download button, and put the Car Pro Insider Podcast into your eardrums. Yet again, this week, back here once a week with an episode and some content for automotive sales professionals who are looking for proven strategies outside of the box, creative ideas, and the latest and greatest tools and resources to help them level up and make things happen in automotive sales. This is episode 37. Man, and I can't thank you enough for coming back, checking us out. If you've been here before, if it's your first time, hey, check out all the other episodes at Robert Wiseman, WIESMAN.com. You can access them all there with all the show notes and resources attached, or iTunes, Stitcher Radio, wherever you get your and consume your podcasts at. All right, so again, we're at 37, and today is going to be a first time for the Car Pro Insider Podcast. We're going to do something. We're going to switch things up. Now, I come from you probably know that I come from the first 85 episodes of doing the dealer playbook with Michael Cirillo, where I was, managing and recruiting and booking most of the guests. So I've had the opportunity to build relationships and meet a lot of the power players in and out of the automotive industry, sit down and interview with them. But that wasn't really the direction I planned on going with this podcast, Car Pro Insider. But I figured, man, I want to start throwing a couple little guests in the mix, and people that you don't hear from every day, right? But do have something good for you, right? In one way or another. And that's what we're doing today. Today, I have one of my newest friends. Her name is Dana Croft. Now, Dana is working with a company called Card Tapp, in case you haven't heard of her. Some of you might have already connected with her or might be doing business with her already, right? But she is with a company called Card Tapp, and they have a new product targeted towards the auto industry called Auto Tapp. And what it is, it's a personal app for car salespeople. Now, don't get it twisted here, man. Listen, I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, I thought when I first heard about it, I thought it was like, I thought it was just another shiny thing, kind of a waste. I didn't think it was going to be a real effective tool, right? I kind of shook it off like it was nothing. You know what I mean? But as I got to know Dana a little bit, and as she started to kind of really make me understand what this app does, man, I was all in on it. Like, if I was selling today, I would definitely have this thing, especially for the money that's invested in it each year, which she's going to go over in this episode, and a special way you can save on this if it's something that you really are interested in. But I brought her through because I wanted her to come on here and talk about this thing, because I told her, I was like, this is something that my audience, that car sales professional listening in right now that hasn't already connected with you in some of the sales groups and stuff online, because I know she's pretty, active in there and keeps herself in front of the people there. She's really good at that. I mean, this is one boss chick. I mean, she not only has a really dope product to sell, but she knows how to make things happen. Definitely. So this thing, I started to get to know this this app, right? And man, this revolutionized the business card, right? It's like, I think she says, it's like your business card on steroids, right? And this is the tool to really step up your referral game. I mean, I really think car sales professional can really use this tool to really, amp up the referrals that they're getting in their marketplace. And let's face it, who doesn't want more referrals like that? Those are the bread and butter of our business, man. High closing ratios, right? They're easy to work with. They pay you more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want more referrals, and this tool is perfect for that. So what you're going to hear today is you're going to hear a conversation I had, a little time ago with Dana. And she's going to go into telling you about this app. I'm going to, ask her some questions. She's going to break down really what it is and how it can benefit today's car sales professional. And listen, there's a lot of dudes out there right now that are using it, man, and they're seeing results. And I can't see how you couldn't see results. I mean, this thing is, I went from laughing at it to bringing her on the first guest to pretty much just talk about her product, right? We're not talking about anything else but this product. This is something I've never done, but it's worth it because this is something that at the price, and if you use it right, the effect, how effective it can be, the return it can bring you, it's something everybody should be into. All right. So without further ado, let's jump into my conversation with Dana Croft from Card Tapp / Auto Tapp. Let's do it. Dana, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me today for a few.
You are so welcome.
Oh, like she tries to change her voice up a little bit. I like that. All right. So I've already discussed, told everybody about you a little bit in the intro to this. And I've saw what you guys were doing all over the place, saw a lot of people talking about it, and I'll tell you before, and I mentioned in the pre-intro how I was kind of definitely a hater of the thing. I didn't really think it was as valuable as what it was, because I'm one of those guys that, I hate to say it, I think I know it all most of the time. And in this case, I was proven wrong. So I wanted you to tell me, like, so the car salesperson that's sitting there listening in, the guy on the other end of this, so this app, the Card Tapp Auto app for salespeople, give an example and tell me, like, the guys that are getting the most out of it, how exactly are they using it, the product?
Well, so if we take it down to its simplest form, it's a mobile business card on steroids. So the guys that I've sold it to, the dealerships that I've worked with, use it for that, right? So if you're talking to a customer, whether it be an internet lead that came in, an up on the lot, a friend, a family, whoever, and you pass out a business card, right? You're having an engaging conversation. It's one-sided. The business card gets lost, it gets thrown away. People, my kids, for instance, take out business cards out of my purse. I never see them again. And for me, I also forget who I talk to, right? We're busy, we're on the lot, we're doing things all day long, we forget who we talk to. So again, how these guys are using it, and gals who are using it, you're talking to somebody, instead of giving them a business card that makes you not rememberable and makes them not, you not remember them, they don't remember you, you share your app with them. And so you literally show up on their phone as top of mind on the one thing that they look at 150 times a day. Plus, when you share it, whether or not they even open your app, you just captured their information. So
okay,
it's not
so
one-sided.
Share it. Tell me. So Bill, the context of sharing it is what? How do you share this app with them?
Via text. So you have your app on your phone. You share it through your app to their phone. You can also share it via email and on Facebook and all of social media. So there's a unique link that's directed to your app. So you can not only have to share it through your phone, but you can share it through other means as well.
Email, etc.
Email, etc. But again, the best way is when you're in front of somebody, because what are they going to say? No? Mm-hmm. No. Mm-hmm. Here, let me share my app with you. From my app, you can contact me immediately. You can share and refer me to family and friends. You can see our inventory, schedule a service appointment, request financing, get an oil change. So again, the beauty of the app is that it's not just selling somebody a car, it's providing them value after the sale as well. And again, capturing their information. Then what you don't see is the back end and the tracking and the notifications. So a lot of the professionals I talk to, right, they talk to a customer that comes in, I got to talk to my wife. I got to talk to my husband. I got to think about it. I got to sleep on it. Not ready to buy just yet. Great. Here's my app. When you're ready, it has all my information on it. You can call me, text me, email me. You can ask me questions. And then a day later, 2 days later, a week, even a month later goes by, and all of a sudden they're looking at inventory, or they're on your website, or even if you have a business Facebook page, you're notified. So you can literally see the owner of the app, sales guys, can see exactly what this customer is doing real time on their phone.
Okay, so the thing that got me excited and what I liked about it a lot was because like as far as like apps go, like anytime somebody thinks an app, they're thinking of like an app store app, and like even some dealers and stuff tried to like create a, you know, authentic like app store app you can find in the app store. And like I was kind of like, you know, there's not much difference, and that was my quarrel when I saw a lot of people that I knew getting behind this your product. And I was like, you know, like an app, what the hell's the difference? If the person's got a website already, like what does it matter? So tell me, what I love though is where you were like, if I send this to somebody, you were like, I don't give a crap if they even open it or ever look at it. So if I text you my app, right, the link to my app, what does that do for me as the salesperson? The person never opens it, never does anything. How does that deliver value back to me?
So, for instance, if I have my own app and I'm sharing it with you, Robert, so our app has a mini CRM attached to it that's mobile. So I'm sharing my app through that, and it comes from my cell phone to you. I capture your information in this mini CRM. So I can see what you're doing on my app, but I can also see if you've never opened it. So if you say, oh, yeah, I got your app, and you haven't, I could call BS on that. I'd be
so
no
if I
bullshit.
just text it to you, it gives me, okay, I just, boom, soon as I text you the app, what information does that give me in my mini CRM on the back end?
So I would ask for your information, right? Hey, let me text you my app. What's your cell number? So I would type in your name, type in your cell number. The moment I share it with you, I can also write a note about you to myself that only see looking at a Honda, looking at a Corvette, has 2 kids, whatever I would want to write. So I also wrote a note about you while I shared the app. I also put you as a contact in my cell phone at the same time. Mm-hmm. And whether or not you open it again, I have now your name, your number, and I can see what you're doing or if you're not doing anything. Mm-hmm. But my car guys and gals that I work with currently, they use it for referrals too, because a lot of their business and a lot of business in any sales comes from referrals. And so what the beauty of the app too is that, let's say I just sold you a car. Actually, I'll do like a real-time example real quick.
Let's do
it. So I bought a car 5 months ago, and I went to Sandberg Volvo here in Seattle. Car guy was great. I knew what I wanted. It was swift. It was easy. We were done. He gave me his business card. Cool. I have no idea where it is. Well, I don't remember his name. Like, I literally do not remember his name. I probably don't even remember what he looks like right now. So if he would have given me something that I remember him, that I could also schedule my car for service or oil change or roadside assistance or anything above and beyond him just selling me, I'd keep his app on my phone again because it doesn't take storage. Who cares? But my girlfriend came up to me literally 2 months ago and she said, Dana, where'd you get your XC90? I said, well, I got it from Sandberg Volvo, but I don't remember the guy I used. She's like, how do you not remember him? I said, I talk to 60 to 80 people a day. Mm-hmm. I don't remember my own name.
And it cost him money. He lost money on this whole thing.
Yeah. And I was like, do you think I'd remember my car salesman? Hell no. So if I had his app and I hit share refer and my girlfriend asked me, I could have typed in her name, her number, wrote him a note saying, hey, my girlfriend's interested in the XC90, get her in your dealership. The moment I hit send on his app, my girlfriend would have gotten a text message that contained his app. He would have gotten a notification right on his phone and an email, Dana Croft shared your app with Heather Moore, Heather's phone number, and the notes that I wrote to him about Heather. So even if Heather, which she probably never would have even looked at that text, never even opened that text, who gives a shit? I just gave him my girlfriend's name, number, the notes I wrote to him. Pick up the phone, call my girlfriend, text her, and get her into your dealership. Mm-hmm. So she did go in the dealership. She did buy a car, but she probably didn't buy it from him. And like you said, he lost
cost him money. Yeah. And that's what I like the most out of it was the fact that, all right, like, so somebody going into this app and real quick before I go into that, like the information and what the app consists of is that kind of is that able to be customized, or do you have certain like categories and certain things that you'll have the salesperson would have in their app. Like if they have a blog and create content, boom, you can have that there, or like their YouTube channel or anything like that.
So the beauty of the app is that it's completely customizable and personalized. So we have like different buttons that are built in that we've gotten from feedback of what our clients like a schedule service form rather than going to the schedule service on the website. But you can build any button for anything on your app. If it links to a phone number, email, web link, video, or document, you can build a button for it. So you want to put if you're doing your own branding, you can put in your Facebook page, your YouTube videos, your website. Again, you can build a button of roadside assistance.
And they can do this on their back end. This isn't, they have to communicate towards you. Okay, nope. Awesome. And change out like the pictures and my profile and stuff.
Anything. And because it's not a native app, it's an immediate update. So any changes you make, you wake up, again, I'm in Seattle, you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, I want to put the Seahawks schedule on here. Cool. Log in on to the back end from your computer, hit add a button, label it Seahawks schedule, put in the Seahawks schedule, save it, and you built a button on your app.
That's actually a good idea.
What was that?
That's actually a good idea. Like local things, like the top 10 burger joints, insurance agents, things like that. Just like making it kind of like a resource. But that goes back to like, that's all the cool creative stuff. But where it really like when we spoke about the first time and what got me excited about it and wish I had it when I was in the front line, like the person listening to this is that like it's like an app is not exciting. Like when I heard app, I thought it was like a regular app store app, just another shiny thing of somebody trying to be different in the marketplace. But it serves that purpose of the fact that it doesn't matter if the person ever even looks at the damn thing.
Well, and that's why it was created, right? Is that how many missed opportunities do we as salespeople have every day?
Yeah, especially if you're out and about. Like you're at a football game or you're at a rap concert, you know what I mean? Or you're at whatever and you run into somebody. What's the best way for you to, this way you can just be like, boom, here, take this. You don't have to worry about writing down their thing. Like who has a pen and a pad of paper or like going in, entering all the stuff in their phone? Boom, you just send them that and you got them.
Well, and how many times do you hear from other people, hey, Dana, I gave your name and number to a friend. They're going to call you. Cool. When's that going to happen? It's never going to happen. And who walks around with your business card? I don't even have my own business cards. Why am I going to walk around with yours?
Yeah.
So again, it's that simple fact of making it convenient and then again being rememberable, because if you're not mobile, you're forgettable. Now.
There you go.
If you're not, tagline.
Yes.
But if you're not mobile, you're forgettable. And if you don't do something differently than everybody else in your industry is doing, then again, you're forgettable. So like car salesmen, a lot of times they tell me that, I worked with them, they came back in the dealership and then worked with my coworker. Well, cool. Well, how did you make sure that they remembered you? And again, if your face is on somebody's phone as your business card, they're going to remember you. And if you follow up with them, they're going to remember you. And people tell me that I'm really good at follow up, which I am not, but my app holds me responsible because I don't have an excuse, right? I have every list of 1,800 people plus that have my app. I can go back to that list at any time and make a warm call. It's not a cold call. I can go back to the 750 referrals that I've gotten on one of my apps and call any one of them and close them at any time. I can see if they were on my app today, but I shared my app 2 years ago. So this is for any industry, and that's kind of why it was done, is like you said, is those missed opportunities that we have every day with networking and talking to people and passing out business cards, and life gets busy and we
especially when you're out and about. Like that's what I realized and try to hit home to these guys out there and gals out there. It's like there's more opportunity and more sales outside of your showroom and blacktop than there's ever going to be in your showroom or on your blacktop on the busiest day of the year, right? So anywhere you're at, and you're right, it's like I have to then make sure I have my business cards on me. Unless you carry one of those lame-ass business card cases, like then your business card's coming out of your wallet, it's all wrinkled and whatever. And like you're right, like people are like, here's how you get referrals. Send your clients, your customers handful of your business cards. And I'm like, man, you said it. It's like, I sometimes leave the house without my business cards. Like they're going to leave the house with my business cards.
Right. Like I don't look at a business card. I don't, that's me. I don't want your business card. It will get thrown away. It will get lost. My kids will take it. It'll be drawn on. It'll be used to pick crap out of my teeth. But you know what? I will never I just don't carry business cards of anybody's, let alone my own. And that's kind of the thing too, is when you were touching on business cards and referrals, is that some of my guys too, and this is what I tell my realtors and loan officers too, is when you're sitting with somebody and you just sold them a car, or you sold them a house, or you sold them a mortgage, what's the best thing to do? That's the best time to ask for referrals. You share your app with them and say, hey, were you satisfied with what we did today? Cool. See that button that says share refer? I want you to share it with 2 of your friends right now that you think are looking at cars, or that you think would be interested in possibly buying or selling a home, whatever it is. But what's better than to ask for referrals right on the spot when somebody's happy?
And it's I'm sorry, go ahead. Please.
No, and then you've got their information.
Yeah, and it's less of a work and less awkward, because it's like, I've seen this done where it's like, yeah, call them up, get them on the phone right now. And I'm like, no, dude, like they're not going to be my friend much longer if I call them up like, hey, here, let's talk to this guy. You know what I mean? Like it's less, they'll be more prone to do it because it's a soft move even for them to like just share this with an individual, with a friend or
and then text them, right?
Yeah. And it tracks you back to also, like, let's say you have a referral program where you spiff customers or your clients that send you business, right? Well, this is an easy way for you to track them too, right? For you to know, hey, this person came in and they're here because your back-end mini CRM shows you that they were referred to you by so-and-so, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that makes your life easier, so you know who you need to pay for referrals, know if somebody did refer you or did not.
Yeah, and you could even put on that button, share app, get paid. Most of my guys put that because you're telling them you're going to give them a referral fee if somebody buys a car, right? So that's kind of, the beauty of the app is that you can customize it, you can create it, it's branding for you, it's branding, putting you ahead of the game. And the good thing about our app in the auto industry especially, we don't advertise it. So what I was telling you before is that we've sold 10,000 apps as a company in other verticals. We've done about 900 in auto, and it's all from word of mouth, if that tells you anything. Mm-hmm. So those 900 apps that I've sold are from people having success with this because it works, right? There's nothing out there like it, and there's nothing out there to help salespeople make more money. That's so easy and so no-brainer, I guess.
Yeah.
Really.
No, I like it for a prospecting. Like, it's not so much as a marketing tool as it is a prospecting referral. Again, it's a bit, I like what you said, business card on steroids, because if, like, let's go. Let me give you a couple questions in before I wrap this up and we tell everybody where they can grab this at an awesome deal. Because listen, this is the first time that I've had anybody on this show. And second, it's because when we spoke about this thing, I thought it was dumb. I'll be honest. I'm like, this is just an extra thing. I didn't know the inside of it. And then we start talking about it, I'm like, dude, this is like a must for anybody in this game. A must. So, let's say this person has a website. They're like, well, what do I need this for? I already have a website. So I know you're going to have to, you're going to mention things that you've already have, but where does that differ? Like, where is it two different strategies, two different realms from your website to then having this app?
Well, one thing is that people don't know that they can save a website to the home screen, right? Like, you don't know that. Like, I would never have known that if I wasn't in this industry.
I know it, but I don't do it. Yeah,
but nobody does it. And then do you really want to look up that website? And the website's not customizable to that salesperson, right? It's not their picture. It's not their email. It's not their phone number. It's the website of a dealership. So that's one thing. The second thing is that a website can track, like with Google Analytics, but you can't see real time right on your phone what people are doing and are notified of what they're doing, right? It's not as interactive.
It's like stalking.
It is. It's like
Yeah.
stalking, your
Yeah.
specialty. Just kidding. So it's like stalking on the back end, but they don't need to know that you know that, right? It's like nice to know that people know that you're thinking about them, but they don't need to know that you're actually stalking them. And then again, you can't
Amen.
refer somebody a website, right? You can't like.
Yeah.
Again, how this app works best is getting referrals. How are you going to take a website and be like, oh, I'm going to just share this website with you and you need to ask for Joe? No, nobody's going to do that. Who does that? Not a lot of people are proactive. And that's why we as salespeople need to be.
Yeah. And this gives you more control too. You have control over these people's information. You retain it and it enters into your little mini CRM, and then it'll help you with reminders on, hey, man, you know what? I need to follow up with this guy I met at the concert last week. Right. Or the lady I met at the store, and
yeah. And also how many times have you had like, in this industry, somebody wanting to schedule a service appointment and you didn't put them in the system. And now that's not a lead that you just lost. It's like they can go to the website and schedule a service or schedule a test drive or schedule inventory. But from that website, you can't tell that it's your lead and you may lose the deal because, so yeah, I mean, it's, having a website doesn't matter these days. Like how many people are really on their computers looking at websites? If your website's mobile, awesome. But again, this is more helping the individual salesperson make more sales, not the dealership.
Yep. No, it's definitely, it's an advanced business card, and it's, you pass them this instead of passing them a piece of paper that the dealership probably funded for you. It's the most generic, stupid, boring business card on the planet. Here's something that I want to know. Okay, so let's say that I get one. I'm an independent dude, right? Like at a dealership. I'm not running this through my boss or through the dealership's not helping me. This is just me wanting to go in and do this independently. And you're talking about having the inventory and stuff on there, which I think is cool. Now, you don't have to have any kind of feeds or anything, right? This is just basically put the link to the inventories in there. Is that all you have to do?
Yeah. So we will, in quotes, be developing something for dealerships where you can also track the cars they're looking from our app. As of right now, we would take the inventory and build it as an in-app web link, so they don't leave that salesperson's app to see inventory. So they can still see the inventory within the app. Now, you can't see the cars they're looking at, but what I tell everybody, which is a note, it doesn't matter, right? You need to protect them no matter what. The moment you get a referral, the moment you're talking to someone, you better protect them in your CRM no matter what. So you can see if they're looking at inventory, but you've also got them protected because that's your lead. Right? It's the same as you would do with anybody, right? You're talking to somebody, you put them in your CRM, you protect them.
So to get this inventory though onto this app, and let's say I'm rogue, you know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to deal the management, every idea that I have, they're always shitting on it, you know what I mean? Like classic car business stuff. What do I need anything from them to get this?
Oh,
right?
God, no.
It's just a link, right? It's not you're going to make it an internal link in there, but it's not like I need the inventory feed from wherever they get it.
No, I would just pull it off the website. So that's the thing is that when I build the app, so again, we build it, the initial build out, I actually do it. And then we train on how to use it and how to make changes and how to add buttons. But yeah, as far as like building an app, like I did 3 today, you just take that dealership website, I add a button that says new inventory, take the link for new inventory, put it in, save it, and there's the button.
Boom.
So it updates with the inventory that's on the website, but they're still within the app.
That's awesome. Just because a lot of times with inventory, when you try to want to do anything with inventory, especially if people that want to do inventory on their own website, like a salesperson with a personal website, it's a hassle because you have to go through all this stuff from the dealer. Most cases, they're not going to want to give it up, right? They don't want your stuff intertwined, I guess, with theirs. Plus, their stuff is heavily branded for them too, so it would kind of look awkward inside of somebody's website. So what are we missing? What is some other pro things? Like I'm just bringing up the things to me that I thought were a no-brainer for people. But like what's before we roll this thing out? Like what else do you think? What are we missing that's a benefit of this thing?
Well, and another benefit is that, again, everything can be so easily changed that, let's say you decide to switch dealerships. This is your app. It's not a dealership app. Now, we do dealership apps, don't get me wrong, but this is not a dealership app. This is the Robert app, the Dana app. So if I decide to go from Toyota to Honda, I can go in my app, change my logo, change my email, change my picture, and it changes immediately. Again, people, when they're getting your app, they don't have to remember their Apple IDs. They don't have to remember their Google Play IDs. It's not downloaded, doesn't take storage. And so any kind of updates that you decide to make at any time, even in the middle of the night, doesn't matter. The next time it's open, those things change. So that's kind of one of the benefits. The other benefit is that we're not also like other companies either, right? Our success as a company, and the reason we've been doing this for 4 years very successfully, is because we're also want to make sure that who we're working with makes money, because our success depends on that success.
Yeah, and you can tell right from the gate when somebody, it's not working, they're not having success with it. I bet you the people that do say that, which you always get that, but I bet you can see the activity they've done with it. If they're not sharing it with people, how the hell will they think that people are gonna, like, nobody can just find it, right? They have to proactively put it into the marketplace, right?
Right.
And you can easily identify when somebody's not doing that, right?
Right.
From your end. Yeah, it's not going to work if they don't use it.
Well, no, and that's the whole thing, is that we all think that there's magic pills out there, and there's not, right? It's like we're providing you something that we know that works, right? We know it works. We have so many testimonials and success that if you're not using it, it's really on you. And so we also provide, which we'll talk about, but we provide that 360-day money-back guarantee. So all that means is if you share your app one time a week, which comes to $52 a year, and you haven't doubled the cost of the app, then we'll refund your entire amount. Now, in 2.5 years that I've been here, and I've built a total of over 2,000 apps, I've never given a refund. Not because I haven't wanted to, but because we know it works. And if you do what works, it'll work and it'll make you money. There's
Absolutely
no doubt.
Oh,
I'm
especially
100%
with the deal.
convicted.
Especially with the awesome deal that they can get by using some code. She's going to say here in a few that it's what I said to you the other day, and you said, of course, you say the same thing. When I look at what this overall investment is for it for a year, per year, if you can't see the ROI or make money using this as what it's going pertain to what it's going to cost you a year to do it, man, you're in the wrong. You got to get out of the game, man. It's time to switch gigs up, man. UPS is probably hiring or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they're in the wrong business.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when we talk about the costs, which we'll go over, and the discounted costs, if you can't get one more referral, one more missed opportunity from sharing your app, then you're in the wrong business. You're completely in the wrong business. And, and I'm not even saying that in a bad way, but it's like the cost of the app, you need to sell one car in a year to pay for it.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. If somebody looking at this and listening to this right now, and she'll give you information where you can learn more and see more about it. It's if you don't see it as something that can sell you one more car in a year, then don't sign up for it. You know what I mean? But those of you that look at it, understand it. I know for a fact, I've never used it. I've seen plenty of them. It wasn't around, or I wasn't aware of it when I was, in that situation. But I'd be quick to use this thing. And the simple fact that they don't have to open it, for one, just sending that to them helps you out, retains. You have then captured their information, and you can follow them around a little bit on the back end if you choose to. Next is the name of the game is to be different in the business. Being different is how you're memorable. The simple fact of saying, hey, let me share my app with you. Man, this guy's got an app, man. He must be a true professional. This is the type of person I want to buy from and do business with, right? Just the simple fact of having it and showing people that you have it shows your commitment to the business and to what you're doing.
And shows you're easily accessible, and shows that you're memorable. There we go.
Memorable.
Dude, it's been a long morning already. Go away. Oh. No, memorable. Yes, you are memorable. There we go.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Go ahead. And what?
Go ahead. No, we're good.
All right, so look, I've already kept you on here a little bit longer than I told you that I would. So I think that lays it out. Again, like this was straight up like not talking about apps in general. I'm talking about this specific one. And that's why I wanted to bring her on here because, man, this thing is, I'm seeing a lot of guys and car guys talking about it that have gotten into it now. And they're all going nuts about it, man. I mean, they're posting about it, giving you props and, sending you business because it definitely works. It's cool. It's unique. They don't
make anything from that either. Like these guys are posting because they want to share what they've now found have made them money. And that's what's so rewarding about what I do is that I'm 100% convicted because of what my clients tell me and the money that they're making, and nothing makes me happier.
So where does this person? So she was nice enough to create a special for anybody that's tuning in that goes and checks this thing out. So first off, tell them the special promo and then how they go about executing this, and also where you suggest that they go to learn a little bit more.
Yeah. So the app on our website is $5.99 a year. The discount for listening to this podcast is $200 off of that. So it's $400 a year, $399 a year. And basically you can use the coupon CARPROS, right? CARPROS to take that annual discount down $200. Now, if you want to know a little bit about the app, you can download my demo and you can text Auto, AUTO, to the number 31996. So text Auto to 31996. It'll also give you the coupon code in there. There's a link to download my app in there. Just know that the way that it's going to be shared right now is a way that wouldn't be coming from my cell phone. So it's a little different sharing it this way with the text code than if we were face to face and I was sharing it. You wouldn't have to register. You wouldn't have to put your name and number if it comes from my cell phone. So understand that too, but that's the demo. And then again, the back end and the dashboard and all that stuff, that's not, you can't see that from the app, but if you guys do download it, I can respond to you with some screenshots as well.
Yeah, so that's $399 for the year. Does that still include the money back guarantee if they do share it once a week and they still not getting it and it's not working for them, money back. So it's like a no risk. It's a no-brainer.
It's a no risk. It's a no brainer. And what can you do out there that is a better return on investment, right?
Yeah, $399 to 400 times 12 is. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but it's not a lot. It's like not even $20 a month.
It's not even $20 a month, and that includes our support. And that's kind of the thing too, is that we're not just building an app and saying, "Here you go, Robert, figure it out. I'll never talk to you again." It's building it, showing you how to use it, and we have a support team that'll help everybody along the way. Right? It's not just,
Okay, so that's where they get it. Where else? Where's the website and where can they reach out to you directly to? And as long as they use this coupon code, even like if they go
CarPros.
If they use CarPros and enter that in like anywhere they go to purchase the app, it will honor the discount, right?
Yeah, and it'll honor it on an annual subscription, that discount. So if you go to, we have autotapp.com, AUTOT as in Tom, A, P as in Paul.com. If you request a demo, you may be called by one of my 19 other salespeople. Just make sure you say that you heard about it through Dana or through Robert so that you can get the discount, talk to me. I wouldn't suggest doing a demo. I'd go to the text, the 31996, the auto, and then you'll get my demo anyway. But you can find out more information. You can see what the website cost, which again, like I said, there's a $200 discount for anyone on this podcast. And then you can reach out to me as well, where my number is all on my app, but 425-947-9284 is my direct line. 425-947-9284.
And I'll link to like your social profiles and stuff in the show notes for this episode in case anybody wants to connect with you there. But yeah, I think it's great. I mean, that's 200 bucks off, 400 bones. And this is like, I mean, hell, that's cheaper than business. You'll spend more than that a year on business cards. If you're handing out, if you're putting them out there and putting them in the marketplace, this is cheaper than getting business cards printed and way more effective. I can see, I've never even used it, but I would guarantee that it's definitely gets better results, and it can definitely help you grow your business in the modern age that we are operating in today, for sure.
Absolutely. It's like I said, mobile. If you're not mobile, you're forgettable, especially these days.
You're not rememberable if you're not mobile. Memorable, yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Dana. Listen, again, guys, that's 31 text auto. Does that need to be all caps or all low? Is that case sensitive or anything like that?
No, right. It's just auto. It's 31996.
Yeah, 31996.
31996. Text auto, AUTO, 31996.
There you can get the demo and then also the coupon code so you can rock this thing for cheap. Dana, thanks a million. Seriously.
You're welcome.
Boom, and there you have it. That was one of my newest friends, Miss Dana Croft. I mean, this chick is killing it, guys. I'm telling you. And like, I thought she was a great guest. I really, really like this product. I think it's not in replace of a website by any means. You still need that because it's not going to give you any leverage in search and, Google search stuff where the majority of people are looking for information and doing their shopping at. But it still is great in lieu of like the business card. It's like the new age business card, man. And you can like tear this thing all over the place. It's going to make people more prone to passing it on to others because it's so easy to do, right? She made a lot of good points on it. And again, this is something that I 100% stand behind. I know I'd be all in on this thing because it's a great affordable tool. Again, if you want to grab it for that $200 discount a year, this thing is like, if you can't get that return out of this for what, $300 or whatever out of 1 year, man, like this, I don't even think you should be in this business. All due respect, right? Because $300 a year, that's nothing. And this thing has the potential to really drive you some opportunities and really help keep your brand out there, keep you in front of your target customer. So if you want to grab that deal, make sure you text to the number, pull out your phone to the number 31996. Again, that's 31996. Text the word auto, right? And you'll get a link to her demo, and she'll be in touch with you there, and you can request more information there. But this way you can get your hands on one and really surf through it and check it out. And the potential is pretty much endless with the things you can add to it and whatnot. But I really want to thank Dana again and all the people at Auto Tapp, Card Tapp, for taking the time, jumping on here. I knew that this would be something valuable to you. You know what I mean? Like, this is for that card pro that's not playing in this business, right? That's really ready to take this serious, because the more serious you get about this business, the more serious the results you're going to get from this business are. All right. With that, I'm out. Thank you for checking out episode 37. Hit all the show notes, get all the examples and everything and links and all that jazz from this episode at robertwiseman, WISEMAN.com/37 for this episode. Check out all the past episodes there. Make sure you hit up Dana. Make sure you heard her here and check this thing out. So until next week, have a great week of selling.